I did not want to have to make this video. I think it's got to the point now with Music Lab where we're getting to the point where there's a lot of talking between people, and we don't have to reply to every single comment because people are having conversations between each other and all that kind of stuff, and that's really, really good. We don't want that to stop. The other day I saw something happen that I really, really don't want to happen ever. I'm gonna take the majority of this video to tell you a story about what happened in the comments, and I'm gonna tell you what we're going to do to stop it happening again. On our first video, which is the video that's got like 36,000 views now, thank you very much for that, there's been a comment thread going on about someone wanting to start a band. The main person in it just said, anybody want to start a band, I'm da-da-da-da, I want to be a lead singer. And they got a few comments from a few people saying, yeah, I'm up for it, yeah, I play this, I'm up for it, da-da-da-da-da. There's quite a few people. I think there was about 5 or 6 in total that were talking about it. There's one person in the thread that I'm going to tell you the name of because I think that...
Fucking scumbag.
They are 9. There's a person in this thread that joined that's 9 years old called Sick Gamer, and if you're watching this, please take note. That commented just kind of normally, just that I want to play this, join the band, that kind of stuff. So you can scroll down the comments, and yeah, they're just kind of talking about it, and I believe they start backing and forth in about, oh, I wrote this, what do you think, here's a demo, that kind of thing. I haven't properly read it all because it wasn't until a lot later that something caught my eye. One of the guys that had later joined the band or was talking to the band just at a later date, it wasn't someone who'd been talking early on. They'd said that they'd just found a record label that was just starting out and was ready for signing bands. So they posted the Google Plus page onto the comment thread. So this was like the first thing that I saw, so I clicked on it and I saw this. These 3 posts that you're seeing is the 3 posts that were on the page at the time when I looked, which is around the time when it was actually posted, so there wasn't any more or less on. This was what they saw. The first one is, welcome to Major Records. Want to get your band signed? We'll do it. No money included. Okay, that's pretty standard. That's what record labels do. If you're paying for a record deal, you're getting bummed up your arse. The second one is their logo, which is just some feet over like a skyscraper. And the third one, which this was where I started to think something's not right here. The third one is a post that says, also included, we'll release your songs and albums, okay, that's pretty standard, and also get you venues for you/your band's show or concert. Now, anyone who's not been in the industry that long will probably not think much to do with that, but a show and a concert is the same thing. A gig, a show and a concert is the same, it's the level of class. If you want it to sound more classy, use the next up word. So that was all that was on, so it's not a very experienced record label. Like the guy said, they're just starting out. Then Major Records, which is the record label's name, commented on the thread saying, so you guys are founders, you want to get signed? We'll get you started perfectly, smiley face. Professionalism, using smiley faces. Then the person who recommended them, who was like, oh, the record label is looking for people, says, oh my god, they're happy to sign us, look at their comment. Then Major Records then put, yeah, we're happy about that. The main guy, who's the person who started the thread, said, we don't need a record label, they just take the fame and leave. Not necessarily true, but I get where he's coming from. He doesn't just want to just blatantly just sign the band away to a record label. Bearing in mind, he's technically the leader of the band, he's the guy who started all of this. Then, Sick Gamer, who I told you to remember earlier, who I will now say, we later find out, is the record label. We later find out that Sick Gamer is the record label. So Sick Gamer says, dude, why not? It's better. If you get signed once you've started, it can be a better shortcut to fame and fortune. I'm not saying that's wrong, I'm just saying that's a bit misguided. You need to be good first. Later we find out that they haven't done the first cover yet, so way away from getting signed. This is not a band that's ready to get signed. This is not a band that's ready for gigs yet, they haven't got a song yet, so... The main guy then puts, I make the decisions for what's best for the band. Which is fair enough, yeah, that's the thing that's going on. Then the record label puts, guys, we're about to sign you, why not? The main guy then puts, no thanks, sorry, just give us a few days, if the offer still stands, we'll think about it. That's a standard thing, yeah, give a waiting period, everyone can talk about it. Then, this is where the problem starts. Sick Gamer then says, sorry, I accidentally clicked sign. That's it now, we're signed, not much choice.
You don't just click sign.
Yeah,
sign.
Yeah, sign is a thing that you use a pen, and it's a big long contract, and you're like, this is what we're going to do, and this is what you're going to do, are we all happy with that? And then you all go, yeah, and then every single member signs. And at some point we'll have a video about contracts and stuff, just to kind of inform you. But that's not how that works. You can't just click a button and then you're signed. Then Major Records puts, this is where we actually find it out, Major Records then puts, the person who recommended them and Sick Gamer are the record label. And that's the record label that's put that. So then they're perfectly fine with saying, the people in this band actually made this record label and we're just trying to trick you. The main person then puts, should we get another guitarist? So I'm presuming that one of these two people is a guitarist and is essentially saying, shall we get rid of this Sick Gamer? Because this is not worth it. Major Records then puts, I've banned Richie, I don't know who Richie is, but I'm presuming he's one of the band members. I've banned Richie from joining the band. Lewis, you're halfway there too. Then Sick Gamer, who is the record label, puts he's banned, ha 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 ha, in capital letters, as if he's someone who isn't actually the record label. He's just put that as if he's been some 9-year-old that's taking the piss. The main guy then puts, you're not the leader of the band, I am, and I do what's best for the band. The main guy then cuts Sick Gamer from the band. He essentially says, look, not cool, you're out, that's it, done. Major Records then comes in saying, the main guy, you will get paid $50 monthly. Lewis, you will get paid £50 monthly. Just like to point out, £50 is way more money than $50 is. Angie, don't know who Angie is, she hasn't been mentioned yet, will get paid $50 or £50 or €50. Not really how that works, also monthly. Richie might not get paid anything at this rate, otherwise it'll be $50 monthly. So that's the record label essentially saying that he's going to be paying, but this is clear that it's a 9-year-old that's doing it, because $50 a month is not money. And this is also not how record labels go about paying bands. You're not on a wage at a record label. No. And then 3 posts from Lewis. Oh, that's it. That's what that is. I just realised when I actually read this through, Lewis, who has been mentioned a few times, has a lot of comments, but they're all just dashes. I've now realised that that's because he's either been blocked or been reported, and every single one of his comments has been removed. So at this point, Major Records actually replies to one of Lewis's comments. I can't read what it is because it's been blocked or reported. Major Records then replies to one of Lewis's comments, which I can't read, saying, Lewis, I reported you. If you let me join the band, I'll stop this record label. I'm an experienced guitarist. Experienced guitarists don't tend to say that they're experienced guitarists.
He's 9 years old.
He's 9 years old. Watch my next video. I'll prove you wrong. Really, I will. So yeah. And just start being nice. I will unban Richie. Mr. Record Label, you cannot ban people from their own comments. My comment section, his comment section, the main guy's comment section. And then he unbans Richie, whatever that means. The main guy then says, you can't make that decision. I do. Yep, I'm with you. Then Major Records then puts, I'm a good guitarist, okay? Stop hating. And then a lot of stuff goes off and they're just talking to each other about something that didn't happen, and they essentially get to the point where they're saying that this is not a thing that they want. And then the record label says, sorry, you've got no choice now. You click sign. Until we say you're unsigned, that's it, you're signed to us. Okay, if anyone ever believes that, that's not true. Remember what I said about this contract? In that contract there will be something that says either how long the contract is for, or there will be a period in which you can bail out, or there will be you will record 4 albums for us and then we'll renew. In that renewal stage, that's when you can say, I don't want to do this anymore. You can't just do that. No, this is not a thing. No one believed this. You can't just be signed forever and the record label just has you with a rope. That's not a thing. Then the main guy says, no, I'm quitting the band. This is where I started to really have a problem, because Major Records, you've essentially just broken up a band. The main guy says he's leaving. Major Records then goes, okay, bye. Not cool. Then the main guy says, does anyone care to join, I'm presuming what is naming the new band. This is when I interject. This is the point where I actually read all of that to this point. I said, Major Records, please politely leave this comment thread. That was pretty standard. I didn't want to be informal about it. Pretty formal. Please leave. Because you're not being cool. You're essentially breaking up a band and you're saying shit that's not right, and it's not cool. You are not a record label. Major Records then put, I liked your tutorial, okay? I'm a fan of you guys. Number 1, that wasn't a tutorial, it was how to start a band. That's not necessarily a tutorial, we weren't sure. We were just giving advice. If you were a fan, this is what I put later on. If you were a fan, you'd know that we're all for supporting bands. which is why I asked him to leave. I'm supporting this band. He should know that what he's doing is not cool. And that this is where I get a little bit offended. Major Records puts, their band anyway, so fuck off. Joe, are you happy about being told to fuck off by a 9-year-old?
Can we just hang him from a fucking tree?
I'm not happy about being told. I'm not happy about being told to fuck off from a 9-year-old, and Joe's not.
I hate 9-year-olds.
If there's any 9-year-olds out there that aren't like this, you're fine.
I hate some 9-year-olds.
I hate this 9-year-old. The main guy then says, you can't ban me from my own thread. Yeah, that's right. It's his band. It's about his thing. It's the thing he was setting up. You can't ban him from it. And then Major Records puts, you're banned from Major Records, okay? To the main guy. You can't ban someone from a record label. You can maybe blacklist them, but that's not, you can't, what does that mean? What does it mean you're banning them? I then posted 3 reasons why I think they should stop and why I told them to stop. Which I've kind of already explained, so I'm not going to say exactly what I put. And then the punchline. The thing that made this all worth it. A comment from Major Records. Can you do a tutorial on how to start a record label? It would be very helpful. Fucking done. No. Okay, let's do a short one. Let's do 3 points. Number 1, be in the industry for at least 10 years before owning your own record label, maybe, or at least know a hell of a lot. Have 5 years of a lot of being in the industry.
Know what you're talking about.
Know what you're talking about. Have a lot of money.
Don't be 9.
Don't be 9.
And don't call yourself sick gamer.
Be old enough to own a business. Have an email so that you're not talking to people over our YouTube comment section. Learn words that will suffice so that you don't have to tell the channel that supplied you with that comment section to fuck off. We said we were going to do 3 points, so I've done 8. That's enough. So that's our tutorial on how to start a record label. Oh, this is new. I haven't read this before, but Major Records is calling someone a cunt here. Okay, it's in reply to Lewis again. Lewis being the person who's been reported, so none of their comments are actually getting through. Some of the later ones actually are, so it must have been someone's gone through and reported every single comment and they just forgot to do it for the new ones. But Major Records has put, dude, that guitar track was downloaded content from a shit guitarist, you motherfucking cunt. That's not how record labels talk. If you're trying to imitate a record label, you're not doing a very good job. I'm not going to read it anymore. We need this to not happen ever again. Ever. This is, number 1, it's breaking up a band that essentially was sent to be doing some stuff. They were doing some stuff together and they seem to not be very motivated to do it anymore. Number 2, you're making promises that you're a business and you're going to give them money when you're not. That's, if it was a real contract, illegal. And you're also making our comment section look really bad by A, swearing in it, B, acting hostile to people, C, acting hostile to us. So no more. If anyone is hostile anymore, I'm just going to delete the comment. And also, because we don't want to be nasty towards record labels, if any record labels are interested in a band that's commenting on our video, we're cool for that. So, by all means comment on threads or on bands that are talking on our videos and say, we're interested, here's our email, or we're interested, messages, something like that. Obviously that means that we aren't part of that conversation anymore. So if any band at all, ever, wants advice about someone trying to sign them, or anything like that, or they think they're being screwed for a gig, or in a record label,
we have a video.
We actually do have a video about...
Bullshitting music.
It's not, it's called something else. I think I just called it advice for bands because bullshitting music was a little bit... Because we've got quite a young audience.
Evidently.
We do have a video about that, I'll link that up there, about kind of being screwed over. And kind of the crap that we've gone through a little bit. But if anyone is experiencing anything like that and wants advice, or just a general chat about whether it's a good idea, or anything like that, You can message us on Twitter or email, and I will 100% get back to you. Twitter's more likely because I don't always check the email for Music Lab, but yeah, get in touch and I will 100% help and see whether or not people are bullshitting you, or whether it's a good deal, or how to maybe work into a better deal. Could be about a gig, can be about a record label, anything. We're here to help. That's why we made Music Lab. We've got a proper Music Lab video coming out in an hour's time, so go watch that, it'll be good. And I'll see you soon. Let's stop all of this bullshit. See you later.